Right now, a former Columbia housing official is accused of stealing more than $20,000 in federal housing assistance money.
A federal grand jury has now indicted Earnest Brown, the former vice president of Columbia Housing's Choice Voucher program, on 3 federal charges.
News 19's Kiki Gushu is looking into those allegations and has more this Thursday evening.
The indictment alleges Brown stole thousands of dollars in HUD funds between September of 2024 and May of 2025. Money meant to help low-income families pay rent. Brown now faces 3 federal charges, including theft of federal funds, theft from a federally funded program, and aggravated identity theft. Federal prosecutors are also seeking the repayment of around $23,000 they say represents the proceeds of the alleged crimes. In a written statement, Columbia Housing CEO Jessica Preston said, quote, "We are deeply disappointed to learn of the alleged crimes involving former employee Earnest Brown. We strongly condemn violations of public trust, especially when they directly affect the people we serve," end quote. News 19 requested an in-person interview with Columbia Housing leadership to ask how the alleged theft went undetected, what safeguards are now in place, and whether any families receiving housing assistance were impacted. The agency declined our request, saying it wanted to ensure a fair legal process. A Columbia Housing spokesperson provided News 19 with Brown's employment dates, saying he was hired as a program support leader in May of 2022, named interim vice president in April of 2024, promoted to vice president in March of 2025, and resigned on May 28th of this year. News 19 is continuing to press the agency for answers about how it first learned of the alleged misconduct and what changes have been made to prevent something like this from happening again. The allegations have also raised questions about public trust, particularly for people who rely on the program.
If someone stole something from a disenfranchised federal franchise facility or anything, it should be punished to the fullest extent. Because obviously they knew what they were doing. There was an intent to do it.
In Columbia, Kiki Gushu, News 19, WLTX.
All right, Kiki, thank you so much for the update there. At last check, though, Brown had not been scheduled for a bond hearing, but of course, we'll keep you posted.